if you guys are trying to learn how to nose manual or have already learned them but want to master them, here are some of the trick tips and some of the secrets to nose manuals that I will be showing you guys today on how I do nose manuals, because nose manuals were one of those difficult tricks that I was trying to learn, and I learned them recently. So here are some of the secrets so you guys can learn them faster than me. So let's get into it. My personal preference is finding a ledge that you're very comfortable with, and not too small or too big, just enough that you're able to ollie up knee high, less than your knee, about halfway, or for my board reference, about half your board. It's a lot more easier, because if you have too small of a ledge, it's gonna be hard for you to balance, and if it's too high of a ledge, then it's gonna be very hard to ollie onto it. With the nose manual, when I first doing it, what I like to do is just pop and act like you're about to glide over the ledge. Don't go pop up and then go straight down, because if you try to do that, what's gonna happen is you're gonna lose your balance very easy. So here's the first one. So this first one, what happened was I was really going too much of an angle towards the front of the ledge. I was going way too far forward this way. What you have to do is keep your shoulders straight like this with the ledge. As you keep your shoulders straight with the ledge, you make sure that you're balancing a little bit forward. And make sure if you are going for nose manuals, you're leaning over your nose. Because the more you lean over your nose, the easier it's gonna be for you to get into the actual nose manual. There you go. The most important part of a manual or a nose manual is the fact that you're gonna be leaning a lot more forward towards the front of your nose, like this. When I'm rolling up to the ledge, I have my back foot in this pocket, and my front foot's gonna be like in an ollie position. And as I'm rolling up, I'm gonna pop. My front foot's gonna slide up like a regular ollie, and then it's gonna go towards the ledge, obviously. But what's gonna happen is, as I'm in the air, both my feet are gonna shift forward like this into that nose manual position. The way it's gonna go is you're gonna pop, slide, and you're obviously not gonna flip because it's not a kick flip. But what's gonna happen is your front foot's gonna shift forward to this pocket of the nose manual, or of your nose, and then your back foot's gonna shift forward this way, and then you're gonna be able to hold your balance. And the lower you keep your back foot, the easier it's gonna be to nudge it out of the end of the ledge. So keep that in mind when you're doing these. Even though I tapped on that one, it's okay. As long as you get to the end, that means you have your balance right. The only thing that you have to do when you get to the very end of doing a nose manual is making sure that you kind of nudge it off. That's the easiest way to say it, but to explain it, it's more like you're pushing your weight a lot more down on your nose, and you're making sure that you give it a little bit of a push so your back wheels don't hit. Go a little bit further past the ledge and try to go where the ledge isn't there and try to push off. But if you are trying to master them, then obviously what you're gonna wanna do is go where the ledge is and try to quickly as possible push down, like if you're going for a nollie, and then try to push all your weight forward like this. So it makes it a lot more easier for you to push it out. Make sure that you're going a little bit faster, because the slower you go, the more you have to balance. So my preference is go fast, don't balance. That's my preference when you're doing a manual or a nose manual, fakie mani, the switch mani, whatever manuals you want to do. Much more easier to go faster, don't balance, and just glide through the ledge. So for that one, like I mentioned before, I scraped. So when I scraped, it doesn't really matter if I scraped or not, because in the end, I was still able to get to the end as long as you're able to get your balance. So that's the whole purpose of a nose manual or any type of manual, is to balance yourself to the very end. Even with my hands, as I'm doing this right now, it's like I noticed, if I put a lot of weight, I'm gonna fly forward. But if I do it equal weight and lean forward, what's gonna happen is I'm just gonna scrape and then go back. And as I'm going back, just come off the ledge. So, like I said, don't be afraid to scrape at the very beginning, but if you're trying to master it, obviously you have to work on your balance. Make sure your shoulders are much more equal. And what I mean by equal is just facing forward. What's gonna happen is your shoulders have to be pointed downward. If you're gonna be pointed forward and upward like this, upright position, it's gonna make it a lot more difficult when you're trying to pop out. Because when you're trying to pop out, you obviously wanna go from a down angle to up with your shoulders. So you're gonna be going basically like this, and then popping up and going forward. Pretty much these are all my trick tips for nose manuals. If you guys are looking to subscribe and to learn other tricks or have any tricks that you have in mind that you need help with, please comment them below and I'll read through them and try to help you guys out with any tricks that I may know. If I don't know them, I'll try to learn them and then teach you guys. But anyways, these are all my trick tips. If you guys, like I said, want to support the channel, please like. Also check out the links in the description below, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Peace out, y'all.